Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
How you kids doing? assholeconsulting.com. The old Claremeister here, having a good old day. I slept. Oh, God, I got some good rest. I'm still a little dopey. It's past noon. Guess I gotta get the day on here. Some guy writes, I won't mention the name because it's a company. I'm glad I got your nod of approval in my investment property, but I fully intend on paying for your honest opinion. I still need to spend this money. So are you interested in doing a Clarey test on Homer Simpson and Al Bundy, of which I already think I know where they're going to rank? It is important that people like me fund and support the intellectual pirate ship that is Captain Capitalism, Mr. M. All right, well, let's take a look at Homer Simpson. I mean, I think we already know him. Did he even go to college? No, not the Homer Simpson. Both of them didn't go to college, so that's good. And he has worked a real job. So did Al Bundy. Homer Simpson is a fictional character and main protagonist of the American animated sitcom The Simpsons. He is voiced by Dan Castellaneta. First appeared on television along with the rest of the family in the Tracy Ullman shorts. I remember that. 87, yeah. The old Claremeister was, what was I, 13 at that time? 12. I was 12 at that fucking time. Jesus. No, I was 13. Maybe I was 13 or 12. I gotta do the math again. Ba-ba-da-bee-ba-dee-ba-boo. As the patriarch of the eponymous family, Homer and his wife Marge have 3 children. Doody-doo, doody-doo, doody-doo. Character. Yeah, look at that. That's the old... Yeah, and he was originally built off of Walter Matthau. If you look at him when he's like, hey boy, that's Walter Matthau. They were named the characters after members of his own family. Homer was named after Groening's father, Homer Groening, who himself had been named after ancient Greek poet Homer. Very little else of Homer's character was based on him, and to prove that the meaning behind Homer's name was not significant, Groening later named his own son Homer. Ha ha! Design, voice, character development, personality. Yeah, there he is, choking the kid. Back in the days when you could choke your kid. Reception. Oh, he's got a star. Oh, for God's sake. It's all about the dough and the this and the that. All right, let's just go with Homer Simpson, what we know. He works at the nuclear power plant of a questionable job. He's worked a billion other jobs. He has he supports his family, accidentally as that may be. I don't think he went to college. I'm sure somewhere in the 30 years of The Simpsons, he has attended a college, a community college. But he didn't major in stupid shit. What was he doing originally? He was working at the nuclear power. What does he do today? It's funny that Bart Simpson is still a 10-year-old kid or 11-year-old kid because nobody ages in that show. He's still working at the nuclear power plant. So he did not come from... Abe Simpson? God almighty, he didn't come from wealth. His dad was pissed off. So he didn't come from wealth. He didn't major in stupid shit. He has real-world working experience. And what's he doing? He's still working over at the nuclear power plant. Homer Simpson gets a perfect score. He does. Would I like to have a beer with Homer Simpson? Yes, I would. It'd be a short conversation, but I would like to have a beer with Homer Simpson. Should he run for office? Again, in Clarey's world, no, he shouldn't. He's too stupid. But given that the politicians are so evil and dumb and vile, Homer Simpson would be an improvement upon our current political class. And so I would like to see Homer Simpson run for public office. So yes, but with that asterisk that... I mean, the people that I would have run for public office are like elite. We'd be talking like Patton, Darius, some top-notch people. And then let us go with Al Bundy. Al Bundy. No peg. Al Bundy is a fictional character and the essential protagonist of the U.S. television series Married with Children, played by Ed O'Neill. He is a misanthropic, working-class father of two, portrayed as a somewhat tragic comedic figure. Although he is born a loser who constantly laments his lot in life, he nevertheless stands by his family, displaying wit, sacrifice, and resilience in times of It's like Hank Hill. He's like a dumb Hank Hill. Although Al Bundy was never quite that dumb. Ed O'Neill said that he based his interpretation of Al Bundy on one of his uncles. I remember Married with Children. You can't show that show no more. You can't do it. Al Bundy is a simple working-class man at the shoe store. Forever regretful of the turns his life has taken since the end of high school. He was the star running back of the Polk High School football team. However, marriage and a broken leg prevented him from attending university on a college football scholarship. So he didn't major in stupid shit. Al's married to Peggy, whom he mistakenly asked to marry him while drunk. They have two children, Kelly, a blonde stereotype, and Bud, an intelligent but perpetually horny and unpopular schemer? Named after a brand of beer, Schemer. Al lives in a suburb of Chicago and is the proud owner of a 1970s Dodge automobile, though the model shown occasionally on screen is a Plymouth Duster, simply referred to as the Dodge. He works as a shoe salesman at the fictional Gary's Shoes and Accessories for Today's Women in the fictional New Market Mall. Al hates his job, loses it several times throughout the series, yet always ends up coming back to it. There's a running joke throughout the show that Al makes minimum wage. However, in one episode, Al is offered early retirement and given a year's pay, $12,000. Even in the 80s, that was shit. Massive debts, bankruptcy, booty. Alright, what do we know about him? No worthless degree. Real world working job. Still working his real world working job. Did not come from money. Al Bundy gets a perfect score on the Clarey test. Should Al Bundy run for public office? Absolutely he should. He's nowhere near as dumb. He's just had bad luck as Homer. Al Bundy would make a great statesman. He'd make a great public servant. Because he just doesn't tolerate shit. and he's been on the front lines. He would make a great... Dude, that Ocasio-Cortez chick that, like, claims to be poor and, like, her father had an estate and she had everything handed to her in life. Oh, my God, that's the Al Bundy is at least an American. You dipshits in New York voted in this communist socialist piece of shit. Yeah, it is the opposite of Ocasio-Cortez. But you guys vote in people who have lots of money and can afford to run for office. $2,163 library fine. So yeah, there you go. Homer Simpson and Al Bundy. Perfect scores, both of them. One should run for public office, the other should not. And that's it. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.